in this book, The Secret Relationship of Blacks and Jews.
Okay, I want y'all to find this book. You can find this book at noi.org. Find this book at noi.org.
We list all the great men that were called by members of the Jewish community anti-Semitic.
Okay, listen to these names.
Booker T. Washington, Marcus Garvey.
What?
Martin Luther King.
Wow.
Malcolm X.
Wow. Wow.
And even Nelson Mandela. So what did Booker T. Washington see about what some members of the Jewish community were doing in the South that made him speak in a way concerning them that caused them to call him an anti-Semite?
Okay, guys, we're finna get to Kanye. I know y'all wondering, like, why is he talking about Booker T. Washington? Okay, yeah, we're going. We're getting to Kanye, but I want you to hear the story from the minister about Booker T. Washington. Why Jewish people call Booker T. Washington an anti-Semite. Listen to what he said to get called an anti-Semite.
So the first thing naturally they would want to do is put money behind it.
Money. Let's see if they do the same thing to Kanye West.
And then they said he overcame his anti-Semitism.
Oh, did he now?
In 1894, he had been taken to task by the editor of the American Israelite for having several times designated a man as the Jew.
So because he called this man the Jew, that was anti-Semitic. Get the fuck out. Everything, every little word can be anti-Semitic. I mean, if we took every word as racist, I mean, if everything, because a lot of shit that be said be racist. So it's like, you come on now.
In an article for a Christian publication.
He said, don't be calling us no Jew in front of them Christians.
You mean to tell me you can't say that a man is a Jew?
No, you cannot.
But don't you always say so-and-so is a Muslim?
Hey, we called you out first.
And then you say he's anti-Semitic or he's a radical?
Absolutely, there you go, you got it.
Black people don't have that right?
Nobody got that right.
Now the ADL has jumped on Kanye West.
Okay, guys, here we go.
Because he said black people don't have the same level of connections as Jewish people.
Sound true to me.
Black people don't have the same connection as oil people, quote.
Okay, guys, now we're going to listen to Kanye West. Kanye West made this statement on The Breakfast Club in 2013, okay? Now, it's going to get to the quote. Just pay attention, and we're going to get to the quote about the Jewish people in the oil. But I want you to hear all of his words, so listen closely.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I do still love music, and you know, when I produce, people told me don't start rapping because that would like mess up your production. I'm telling you, once I start producing, y'all gonna get doper albums. I would start the album with Blood on the Leaves if I had the situation I wanted to, but I wanted to show you the brash. I wanted y'all to feel my pain. On site, the way it sound ain't no different than when I did Through the Wire and I put that accident on my face. The way that face, the way that photo look, that's what they be hitting with me. Bernard Arnault, head of Louis Vuitton, said he didn't understand why he needed to take a meeting with me. Okay, you don't understand why you need to take a meeting with Kanye West? I'm gonna show you why you need to take a meeting with Kanye West. Everybody in Atlanta right now at the Louis Vuitton store, if you black, don't go to Louis Vuitton today. That's why you need to take a meeting with Kanye West, Bernard Arnault.
I bet we all went to Louis Vuitton that same day, too.
When Francois Pinault offered me a deal last year, and then he took it away, then he signed Alexander Wang to Balenciaga, then he sported Christopher Kane, and I think he did something else like that. I love Alexander Wang. I love Christopher Kane, but that's only happened one other time in history, and that's when Jordan was a third draft pick.
Kanye West just called himself the Michael Jordan of that shit. So, you know, I sometimes I be listening and I don't know what he be talking about, because he talks in riddles and raps and stuff, and his mind goes into tangents and he just spills it all out. So sometimes it is hard to understand what he's talking about, because I didn't understand the analogy at first, but he's saying that he is the Michael Jordan of this shit. And I'm just calling it out because it's just the arrogance of it all. And Kanye is great. And if he believes he's the Michael Jordan of this, he will be. I mean, that's law of attraction, that's manifestation. But okay. I love his shit though. I love his goals.
It's only happened one time. My influence, I don't see people lining up in the stores. Anything I drop, people lining up. And it ain't one black designer that make a suit jacket.
What?
It ain't one black designer that makes shoes except for Jason Maine from Brand Jordan, who's just left.
That's interesting.
It ain't. We don't got it like that. When I tell you only 7 black billionaires, look at that marginalization.
7 black billionaires. Hold the hell up. Hold on. Stop. Hold on. I need to go to Google, y'all. Hold on. Right now. Somebody help me out. 7 black billionaires. This is in America? This is in the world? Is he talking about the world? There's 7 black billionaires in the world? Okay. Wow. We got work. We got work to do. We got work. 7? That's it? Oh.
And we feel like we happy because me and Rick Ross got a Maybach, or I got a Sprint outside, or a couple of us, or they put a black president.
I mean, well, 7 is
let
guys,
me tell you
though.
something about George Bush and oil money and Obama and no money. People want to say Obama can't make these moves or he's not executing. That's because he ain't got those connections. Black people don't have the same level of connections as Jewish people.
So this is it. This is what he got in trouble for. Listen.
Black people don't have the same level of connections as Jewish people. Black people don't have the same connection as oil people. You know we don't know nobody that got a nice house.
Excuse me, I know plenty of people who have nice houses. Thank you very much. I just left one just a minute ago. The hell you preach.
You know we don't know nobody with paper like that we could go to when we down. You know that could just put us back or put us in a corporation. You know we ain't in a situation. Can you guarantee that your daughter can get a job at this radio station?
I mean,
but if you own this radio station, you could guarantee that. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what he's talking about. Kanye West ain't talking about nothing wrong, and what he's talking about is for us. It's for black people. So how dare black people get upset with Kanye West? How are we turning on Kanye West, who's trying to help black people? Black people turning on the man who's trying to help you. And this is what happens all the time. And they try to get us to go crazy about something that we don't even have nothing to do. That don't have nothing to do with us. That don't have nothing to do with us. So why are we so happy that he's being canceled? All they doing is showing that they got power. Did Tyler Perry cancel him? Because that's the only movie studio that, we got. And from pressure from come on now. You know he would if there was pressure, because everybody's scared right now. And that's not cool. That is called intimidation. Some people want to work with Kanye West, but they don't do it because of intimidation. Wow. And then people are upset with the George Floyd thing. I mean, listen, most of y'all, because I ain't done no research on what Candace Owens and Kanye West is talking about. The brother I noticed dropped his lawsuit. He said he just wanted him to shut up, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. Kanye West ain't doing nothing to damage or hurt black people. He sat there and asked DJ Envy about could he hire his daughter on The Breakfast Club. Do you think he can? Hell no, he can't guarantee his daughter no job at The Breakfast Club. Because he can't guarantee his own self a job at The Breakfast Club. And that's DJ Envy's show. So what are we talking about? Ownership. This is what Kanye is talking about. Ownership. And we fighting him. And we almost close to getting ownership. He was, I don't know, before say he ain't no more, but he was one of our black billionaires. He probably say he still is. Regardless, the man got money. Think about land, Kanye West. Let's get some land, Kanye.
So why you don't start on the ground level? Because you came from nothing and now you became Kanye West. So why start at the top and start with them. Start with the groundskeepers and not the gatekeepers.
I'm going every level. You seen me drop that Yeezus pop-up tour. I mean, that pop-up tour store, yeah. And we sold $350,000 of merchandise in 2 days. We got lineups. I'm starting at the ground. I'm using my voice. I'm in the middle. I'm working with photographers. I'm breaking down the barriers of just the way people perceive fashion. You know what I'm saying? If you think about an ad, you think about an urban ad, it look a certain way. You think about a Gucci ad, it look a certain way. It's difficult to get the photographer that does that to not work with Gaga and work with you. It took me 3 years to work with Nick Knight. Y'all might not like that Bound video, but you like the poster for Yeezus. You might not like Black Skinhead video, but you like the New Slaves campaign. Everything we do as a creative is not gonna hit and not gonna connect.
Now talk about the Confederate flag too, because people are upset about that.
I'm from Columbia, South Carolina, where the Confederate flag still flies over the State House lawn. I've seen people protest to take that flag down for years. It's just like the word. You can't make that into a positive.
Hey, as an artist and in this world, we could do whatever we want.
We can do whatever we want. You heard the man. We can do whatever we want. Creatives, guys, this is why I always tell artists, like, that what you got is a superpower. What you got is you can literally change the world. You can change people's minds, feelings. You can change things in an instant with your art. So yeah, we can do whatever.
Ain't nothing real. This station start losing viewers, listeners. They'll turn this to like an office for like paper or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's all perception. It's all in the mind. Perception is reality. You perceive that building as a radio station, then we made it into a radio station. We turned it into the Breakfast Club. You perceive the word nigga as that's my best friend, this is family, then we've changed the word nigga into family. Whatever he's done with the Confederate flag, I don't fucking know what they're talking about exactly. This is 2013, but Kanye West is right. However you seen the Confederate flag, bam. But how he's presenting it as an artist probably ain't the same way you see it. You gotta see what he talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing real. It's all iconography that we put a mindset on it. People gonna write in the history books about what I'm doing right now. You're gonna look back at 20 years and look at the George Bush moment and look at the Beyonce moment, look at the Confederate flag moment, and look when I turned up and made a bigger corporation than H&M and LVMH. And y'all gonna remember that. And we gonna be listening to Drake.
I've never seen no revolutionary do it on a business thing. The revolutionaries that I like are revolutionaries that are connected with the people. It wasn't about corporations, man. And I think, this is just me, as a guy that's been a fan of yours for years, and I just think that you're too materialistic and too worried about those corporations nowadays, man.
No, it ain't materialism at all, and I'm glad that you keep on, because I think it's important for me to simplify and repeat. So it's important for you to keep asking this question, because it's somebody sitting down getting their hair cut right now.
Confused.
It's somebody
As
on their
we
way
have
to
been
work.
about you for about a year.
Yeah, right now. It's somebody that don't understand, and that's the reason why it's important for me to come and for you to ask these questions so people could really understand and really get it, because it's such a futuristic way of thinking. You know, if you look at an interview from me from 10 years ago, everybody says, I love that interview. People didn't love it back then, though, because I was speaking to the future. I'm 10 years ahead mentally, and I'm trapped in today's time. And every now and then I crack you a smile for 2013, but I'm cracking you a frown for 2023.
Wow. When I heard that, I was like, whoa. Whoa, he might be on to something. Like, he cracking a smile right then in 2013, but he's cracking the frown for 2023, when people get pissed with him, when he fighting, when he seemed like he crazy back then in 2013. It was for the fight he got to go through in 2023. He feels as though he is going to do something big in 2023, which is 10 years from 2013, which for us is next fucking year. So it's like, I can see Kanye doing big things next fucking year, especially because of the way his year is ending right now. So he might have just prophesized that thing, but more so manifested, because it's his life and this is what he wanted to do, and he's been attracting everything to get to where he wants to get to in 2023. So So we'll see, guys. Remember this, 2023. We shall see.
And I'm focused on what it's gonna be. Just mark my words. As I'm Kanye West, you've seen my execution. Did I not become the biggest rock star on the planet? Did I not influence all musicians? Did I not go and get the exact girl that I wanted? Did I not start my family? Did I not ruffle the feathers of 2 presidents? Did I not get a chance to work with my idol? Did I not make Louis Vuittons? Did people not line up at the Yeezy store? Did I not make the college dropout, late registration, graduation, 808s, Blueprint 1,
Manifestation,
Blueprint 3,
baby,
Watch the
manifestation,
Throne, Cruel Summer,
manifestation,
and Yeezus, if you like it or not.
Manifestation.
So what are you
Yes,
going to be?
sir.
I just want to know this. What is the end result for Kanye West? What are you looking to be?
Okay, in the movie, it will be a combination of Steve Jobs, Walt Disney, Michelangelo. That's it.
That's it?
Did he lie? No, he told the truth. And the ADL, Mr. Foxman, issued a press release on the 2nd day of December 2013. And this executive director said, quote, if the comments are true as reported, this is classic anti-Semitism. There it goes again. The age-old canard that Jews are all powerful. No, you're not all powerful, but you certainly are powerful. And you control the levers of government. You don't want to admit it.
Look, Farrakhan gonna tell it, okay?
But as a celebrity, you're telling Kanye West he should know better. He does know better, and that's why he said what he said.
Okay.
Then you said to him, we hope that he would take responsibility for his words, understand why they are so offensive, and apologize to those he has offended. You know what?
Farrakhan, calm down. Hold on.
Foxman, I wish you and I could have a dialogue.
That man say, I wish. Okay, he say, I wish you come talk to me like you talking to him. You got the right one to that. Remember Cedric said that about black people. He said, white people hope. Oh, I hope no one's in my seat. Mr. Farrakhan, black people walk up and down. I wish some motherfucker would be in my seat. I love it.
You wouldn't put that small time stuff over on me that you put on scared to death Negroes.
Scared to death
That
Negroes.
if they mention Jew and you call them anti-Semitic, they start bowing to you and your pressure. Kanye West, don't bow to the pressure to apologize to anybody. You said nothing wrong. Who are you, Farrakhan, to tell him that he said nothing wrong? I am directly from the Christ and the Messiah. So what I tell you has more weight than anything that these enemies might want to say.
Now, you may not want to believe it, but the Messiah, everybody who has been looking for the Messiah, the Christ, has come. He has returned. That is why everything going crazy right now, because he is here. He is here, and work is being done. And those men are taught about and found in the Nation of Islam, Master Farrakhan Muhammad and the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the Messiah and Elijah Muhammad turned and crystallized into the Christ. But that's a whole nother video, a whole nother subject. But I just want you to understand where Minister Farrakhan is coming from when he says that, because a lot of people are like, oh my God, I don't want to believe that. He going crazy. He don't know what he's talking about, blah, 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 blah. But that's what he's talking about. And if you want to do your research, your due diligence, then you can do that. But if you don't know who Master Farrakhan Muhammad is or Elijah Muhammad is, then you don't know what the fuck you talking about. And not just heard of them, but know who they are. You've done your research. You've done your research.
You have nothing to apologize for. It is their fear of the truth. And that's why it gives me pleasure to defend my brother.